Good morning, my name is Adrian Snyman and today I am sharing my journey from being a learner in the South African education system to becoming a developing educator. To structure my reflection, I've used Bronfenbrenner's bioecological system theory, which shows us how our development is shaped by a web of interconnected systems, each one influencing and being influenced by the others. At the heart of all of this, we've got the microsystem, my immediate environment. I'm the youngest of 3 siblings. My mom has been my anchor, especially after the loss of my dad in 2022. My dad and my brother were both strong mentors, and their influence helped me shape the kind of man I want to be. Resilient, wise, and compassionate. I had a close group of 6 friends in high school, and although we're now spread across the cities, those bonds were important during my formative years. My girlfriend of 3 years also has been a huge source of support, emotionally and mentally. And my schooling experiences, especially having teachers who dismissed or didn't engage, pushed me to become the kind of teacher who listens, sees students, and supports their growth. But the mesosystem, the connections between those spaces, also played a vital role. My family and school experiences were deeply connected. My parents valued education and encouraged me to be the best. That support at home carried over into school, where I juggled the academics with rugby on Saturdays. Even when schools felt overwhelming, the friendships I had formed helped me cope. This shows how relationships between home, school, and peers reinforced my development. They didn't exist in isolation. They worked together. The exosystem, which includes environments I didn't directly engage with but still had influenced me, had a big impact too. Both of my parents were freelancers, which meant our financial stability was always uncertain. When my dad passed away, my mom had to take on everything alone. That stress affected our home environment, which in turn shaped how I experienced school and social life. I also went to an Afrikaans school where my cousin went to an English one. That made me question whether I was missing out on cultural diversity or different worldviews. These indirect influences helped me develop curiosity and a broader awareness of the world around me. Zooming out to the macro system, the larger societal and cultural context, I was in a mostly white Christian school. While I'm comfortable around different religions and cultures, it did make me reflect on how different my experiences could have been in a more diverse setting. It wasn't about race, but about the culture and perspective. This awareness has shaped my philosophy of education. I believe teaching is one of the most powerful tools for change, and that passion is essential. Teachers who love what they do naturally uplift learners, no matter their background. Finally, the chronosystem ties to all the layers all together through the elements of time. A defining moment for me was when my dad was diagnosed with blood cancer in grade 8. We lost him in the beginning of grade 11, and it was the hardest thing for me to have experienced. But that moment and everything that followed changed me. I learned that grief doesn't disappear, but we grow stronger. And in the pain, I found a purpose, to become an educator who supports learners, not just academically, but emotionally too, especially those who, like me, may have lost a parent or need someone to believe in them. What's powerful about Bronfenbrenner's model is how everything is connected, how my family life influenced my school life, how my social environment shaped my outlook, how cultural values interacted with personal loss, and how time layered meaning onto all of this. These systems don't work alone. They overlap, influence one another, and shape who we become. Today, I'm not just a student, I'm an educator in training with a deeper understanding of what it means to grow, to reflect, and to guide others. I'm committed to being the kind of teacher who listens, cares, and uplifts, because that's the teacher I always needed. Thank you.